Hello everybody, this is Bill here. I want to thank you very much for attending today's webinar. First of all, I want to make sure that the sound is coming through okay. Can somebody please type into their little ask a question text box there? Yes, if they can hear me. Yep, make sure you turn on your speakers. So I just want to make sure the sound is coming through. Okay, great. Thank you, Steve, George, Adam, AJ, Bill, Ephraim, Lisa, Andrew, Kenneth, Ariel, Sirat, I guess that's how it's pronounced. Sorry if I pronounce it incorrectly. Great. Brian, Brock, Jonathan, Carlos, Corneliu. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go ahead and begin the webinar here shortly. Another thing I want to point out, on your webinar control panel there on the right hand side, there's a little question box. So if you have a question, you can just type it in there, and then I'll go ahead and get the answer out to you. Now remember, if you look there, we have quite a few total attendees today. But I will get to every question. If I don't get it during the webinar, I'll make sure that if your questions are saved, I will make sure that I answer those questions via your email and send you an email reply. All right, let's go ahead and begin the webinar. Now, the first thing I want to cover in the webinar is to show you how easy it is to get set up and get going with having the software trade for you. Once you sign up and get on board with this, you're going to receive a link, an email in the mail in your inbox. And this will be a password protected area. You're going to go ahead and enter your username. I'll just put a new username in here, and also a password. Again, as soon as you sign up, you'll automatically receive this link. And this will be the page that'll pop up. Now these are the four software that you can get on board with. The Day Trader, and then my Spike system, which consists of the Spike software, Fade the Spike, and Optimize the Spike. So once you go to this page, if you just click on, for example, the Day Trader, it just asks you to save it. Now you can save as and save it directly to your computer. And I can click on the Spike software, it asks me the same thing, save as, and then you just save it to your computer. So you'll have all four software downloaded and saved on your computer. And the next thing you'll want to do is import the software into the Ninja platform. Now I have a very excellent help support area here. This will show you where you can get your Ninja platform. And it's just as simple as matter as downloading it, following a few steps, and install it on your computer. Once you have the Ninja platform installed on your computer, you'll see a little icon like this on your desktop. You just click on it, and this will be a window that will open up. This is the control center for the Ninja platform. Now once you have your control center opened up, it's very easy to import the software directly into the Ninja platform. You simply would click File, Utilities, Import the Ninja script. And let me bring over, this is my control center here. I'll just put it on order so it looks exactly like this one here. So as it states, let me move this up a little bit for you guys. I would click on File, Utilities, Import Ninja script. Now if I click on Import Ninja script, a little window will open up, and that'll be a file search on my computer, and then you just choose the software that you downloaded to your computer. And then you would click OK, and it would import the software directly from your computer into the Ninja platform. Then of course you're all set to go to start using the software. So again, real quick, once you sign up to get on board, you'll get a link. You put in your username, your password. This page will open up. You click on each one of these, the four different software, download them to your computer. It'll take 2 or 3 seconds for each one. You should be able to do it in 30 seconds to a minute. Then you can look in the support area to see where you can get your Ninja platform from. You download your Ninja platform, follow a few steps. It's self-explanatory. You install the Ninja platform on top of your computer. Then you just click the icon. Your control center opens up, and then you just import the software into the control center. Then you're all set to go, and the software is ready to run. Now I want to cover here setting the parameters. So again, you have your control center. If you just right click on any of these, I can go down here to the Ninja Quick, and if I just right click in there, a menu pops up. Let me just move this over. So again, I'm just going to right click, then I click Edit Strategy, and then this window pops up. Let me bring this over for you. This is the Edit Strategy window. This is where you put the parameters in for the software. And again, I cover all this in the support area for you. What's ideal about software is that each of us have our own risk-reward tolerance. So you can put in here whatever fits your certain financial situation. Now let me just go over this for you. Anytime you click, read the bottom down here. If I click on goal, it tells you what it is. That's the profit target of the strategy. Limit discretion, that's the slippage allowed. The stop, that's the stop of the strategy. Move stop after X ticks. So again, you guys know what the goal is. That's how many ticks, 24 ticks. So if you're trading futures, the ES, there's 4 ticks to a point. So this would be 6 points. Limit discretion, what that is the software. The software is already coded. It's built in the strategies, the indicators. It will determine the high and low point for your entry. Limit discretion is the amount of slippage that it's allowed. So let's say, for example, we have a very fast event coming up. You may want to use 2 as a limit discretion for slippage. So for example, if the price of your entry was 1400, the software would allow your order to be filled at 1400, 1400.25, 1400.5. That's 2 tick slippage. Your stop, you can change the stop if you want a tight stop of 2 ticks. That's a half a point. A lot of traders, what they like to use is a fairly tight stop of 4, and then move stop after X ticks. What this is, move stop after X ticks, is once your X ticks in the money. So let's say you put 4 ticks. Once you're 4 ticks in the money, the software will take your initial stop of 4 ticks and move your stop, cancel this stop, and make a new stop at your entry price. So move stop after X ticks is taking your initial stop and moving your stop to your entry price. That's a great position to be in. Once you have your stop at your entry, you're not risking any money. If the market reverses, you get out at your entry 0 times 0. This is stay live for X seconds. So if you're expecting a trade to come on, you don't want your orders just sitting there in the open market, all day long if the event does not happen, if the momentum does not occur. So you want the software will automatically wait X seconds, and again, I explained this in the support area, how to use this. It will cancel all the orders. Now let me bring over another window here. Let me close this. Edit strategy. I'm just right clicking on the control center and then using the edit strategy. So this is the edit strategy for the everyday trader. Now there's a lot of, you can see there's an MACD, the stochastic. We got other controls in here that you can disable or not. I cover all that for you. But that all has to do with the strategy itself. That's all coded for you, so you really do not have to worry about that. The only thing that you really need to worry about is how many contracts you want to trade, at what price. Again, you can click on this, move stop to break even after stop even pips or ticks. Pips, of course, is Forex. Ticks, of course, is futures, depending what you trade. This means on this particular parameter, once I'm 6 ticks in the money, it's going to take my entry price. My entry price is going to be my new stop. Cancels my original stop. You can see with this parameter, the stop is actually 8. Down here is the time. You click on here, you click on this area, it just explains exactly what it is. Now this is Hawaii time. I have it set for 1:30 a.m. Hawaii time. Currently Hawaii is 6 hours behind East Coast. So this software would run 1:30 plus 6 hours is 7:30 a.m. to 10:10. That's 4:10 p.m. Eastern time. The futures market basically trades 24/7. Every day at 4:15 it closes, and then it opens up again at 4:30 and trades all day and night till the next day at 4:15, and then it closes for 15 minutes and opens back up at 4:30. Again, all this for you new guys, all of this is explained in the support area. Well, the market basically closes Friday 4:15. Does not trade or open on Saturday, and then again Sunday p.m. in the afternoon it opens up again and trades for the entire week. So you can just put the start times in here depending where you are in the world. One thing you need to realize, and again everything I'm covered here is also covered in the support area, the software looks at the time on your computer. So my computer is set to Hawaii time, so I just set the time in relationship to Hawaii time to East Coast. Now one thing you can do, you can right click on the bottom right hand side of your computer and change your time to East Coast if you want. Then it's very simple, you just put in your East Coast times in here. I could put in 7:30 to 4:10 p.m. and the software reads the time on your computer. If you're in England or Germany or somewhere in Europe, you have to set your time according to the market. So you'll have to know the difference. One thing great about the Ninja platform, you can actually have the software look back and choose the best stop for your financial situation. Let's say, for example, you have a new account, you just started out, and you want to have a very small stop. So you may think to yourself, well, do I want to use a 1 stop, 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, 4 tick? I really don't know that answer. And I'm talking as if I'm you. So what you can do, there's a strategy analyzer. What the platform will actually take the software, and let's say you want to look at the last week or the last 2 weeks, and you can actually put in, and again this is covered in the support area, I could put in 1, 6, -1, and then I could run test, and what the software will do, what the software will do, it'll look back. You put the dates in there, say from June 1st to June 16th or January 1st to January 31st, whatever dates you want to look at, and the software and the platform will look at every trade that the software would make, and it'll look at a stop of 1, 2, 3, we're going in 1 increment, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll look at every stop, and it may give you a report saying 3 is the best stop between 1 and 5 that you could use that would give you the most profit. Then you could just set your stop loss at 3. Now let's say, for example, after you've traded a while, you've padded your account, you're willing to take a little bit more risk, and you want to look at stops between 5 and 10, looking at 1 tick at a time. You would click run and the software and the platform would look for the best stop loss, the most money made, with a stop loss between 5 and 10. Now you may be thinking, well, why would I want to use a stop loss of 8 when I can use a stop loss of 3? Well, maybe the stop loss of 3 had, for example, a 90% or let's say a 70% success rate because it was a tight stop and produced in the last 2 weeks $2,000 of profit. But maybe this search from 5 to 10, a little bit larger stop, maybe gave you a result of setting a stop of 8, and maybe with a larger stop, instead of a 70% success rate, maybe it went up to 85% because you have a larger stop. And maybe over that 2-week period, instead of producing $2,000 profit, the software would produce $3,500 profit. So maybe it had one trade where you lost 2 points, and another winner, and another loss of 2 points. You would just have to be in a position to handle a loss of 2 points. Maybe using the stop loss of 3, maybe you'd have loss, 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 winner, big winner, loss, winner, winner, loss, loss. The larger the stop, obviously, the more winners that you'll have. But you just have to be able to handle, your account has to be able to handle, a larger stop. Again, I have a section in the software in the support area that covers all of that in complete detail, so you can determine what parameters that you want to use that fits your financial situation. And that's the everyday trader. Let me go ahead and cancel this out. I want to bring over I'm just right clicking, edit strategy. Now again, there's a Spike member area that you can sign up with. It's again a password protected area. You log on, and I have the entire parameters written down for you. It'll show you whether you want to use, let me bring this over. I'm going to close this out. It will tell you whether to use the Fade the Spike, the Ninja Quick, or the Optimize Spike. That's part of the Spike TTS, the Spike trading system. The member area will tell you which spike to load up, what time to load up, what goal to use, what stop to use, when to move the stop. It gives you all the details, and all you have to do is edit your strategy and put in the parameters that you see at the member site. Now the whole idea is you can follow along. I give explanation in the member site of why we're doing this, why we're using these numbers, and you'll learn how to do it yourself, so eventually you can trade 100% spike system on your own. The Ninja Workshop, of course, this runs every day. The strategy is already coded and built in. All you have to do is set the parameters for your financial situation, whether you have a high risk, low risk, whether you want larger profit, smaller profit, quick hits, a lot of goals in and out. Each of us have our own financial situation, so that's what's great about the software. You can set it to meet your financial goals. Now, during the last few weeks ago, when I've sent you emails, I've sent you some screenshots of the printout since the beginning of the year. Now, I want to show you another one here. Now, this is not going to happen all the time. This is very unusual, but I just want to show you this. You can see in here, now this is on the NQ. This is on the NASDAQ. The other ones I showed you was on the ES. So for the month of June so far, the software has been 100% winner, 21 trades. The average trade is $141.90. Number of trades per day, 2.33. Now that's the number of contracts being traded. Every time there's a contract being traded and in and out, it counts that as a trade. $2,980 is set with 3 contracts. Now that doesn't mean there's a trade every day. Let me bring over another. So you can see on 6/1 there was a trade, 6/2, 6/4, 6/5. Now you can see here on 6/8 there was only $100 cumulative profit of $100. but there were 6. That means there was 2 separate trades. That means maybe one trade lost a little bit and another trade won a little bit, but for the day it made $100. So for the 2-week period, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days out of 10 days that were traded. Now, of course, that's the everyday software. It will trade with the time parameters that you put in. If you put in from 9:30 to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the software is going to run all day during those time periods and look for trades in and out according to the parameters and the strategy that's built into the software. The spike software, again, is going to trade only on the specific times that you set within the software. And of course, in the beginning, you can sign into the member area, and I have the exact parameters, the goals, the stops, when to set the software, what time of the day to trade, and you can just follow those parameters, those inputs that I put into the member area, and you can just copy those parameters into the Spike software. So again, everything is set up very easy for you guys. We have a full-on support area. And again, I want to thank everybody for attending, taking the time out to join the webinar. You can see we have a couple hundred people in here today. I'm going to go ahead and get to all your questions. I'm also going to put a little link at the bottom of the webinar right now, firstautotradingsoftware.com/questions.html. If you go to that link, you can type that link into your browser, and it's a question and answer page. So again, everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for attending the webinar. I'll leave the control panel open a little bit in case you want to have any questions that you want to type in. And everybody have a fantastic day. Aloha.